Well, hello, friends and family. Welcome back to Wowwy's Workshop. I am Wowwy. That is Laroo. He takes care of the music around here. And we are Tool Talkin. And today we are featuring the Suncast large vertical shed. I'm doing this personally for myself, for my wood stash. The wife has been on me. It's finally time to get it all cleaned up and put away properly. Now, I don't have the best back. I'm here by myself. I'm going to see if not only can I unbox this thing and get it figured out, but can I put it together on my own? We're going to find out together. Now, I found a video from Sunbeam that's actually the visual instructions and all of the bits and how they go together. I'm going to be using that to help me put this thing together today, and I'm going to link that in the descriptions. It's a lot easier than the paper instructions. Nah, we don't need that. So there ain't nothing left to it but to do it. Laroo, tell these folks, what are we talking?
When the workshop is a rockin', don't come a knockin'. Tool Talkin at Wowwy's Workshop, brought to you by two brothers, one vision.
Let's do it. All right, folks, let's get into her. I don't know what my problem is with boxes, but I think out of this whole operation here, the hardest thing was for me to get into this frickin' box. But hey, it's part of the process, so I'm going to show it to you. And like I mentioned before, I'll be referring to the Suncast YouTube video while I'm doing this. Okay? And when I finally do get the thing open, there we go. One more rip. Voila! I can see there, that's the roof. And so we got the roof, we got the floor sections, and then we got 4 separate wall panels. And now let's start putting this thing together. Now, the sections all clip and snap together. It's kind of like big person Lego. There's like grooves and slots that they slip together, and the video lays it out how you start from left to right, and you work your way around to the final 2 that you clip together, and you kind of lean them out, connect the wall, and then click it back in. You see now that they're all together there. I got our tray of goodies. I use like a paint tray there so I don't lose anything. Don't lose your bits, you guys. It'll cause you a heartache later, okay? And the first things that you do is run a line of screws down those 2 back wall sections. I believe there were 8 screws to screw in there. And next, 2 pieces clip together to make your little door latch there. And then you got your first door ready to go. And thankfully, all the pieces are relatively light and easy to manage. So next to the hinges, it's pretty cool how they've made everything. They just slide on there, and it's held on by the gravity. It's just cool how they did all of this. I was really impressed by the hardware. And you slide them on there. Yep, I'm getting her figured out there. Once I get all the hinges in their spots, you'll find on the doors they have little mounting sections, mounting spots for that hinge to snap into. So I'll get it over there, and I've got it snapped onto its mounting spot, and then there's one bolt that goes through the hinge itself, out the other side, and that goes through the door, and that holds it in. It took a little bit of friggin' and fracking for me to get them in there, but I eventually got them in. They all went through it in fine. Nothing was too hard. As for the one that did need a little persuading, yeah, smack it with a screwdriver a couple of times. That always puts it into check. And then I get my bolt put in through there. Now she's working. And then I'll move on to the bottom ones. And that is how you mount the doors. We're getting this. Next, the roof, there's these two pieces that their clips are going to snap into the roof itself. So you put them together there in their special spot, and then they'll just stay put when it's time to snap the roof on top. Now, there ain't much to the roof other than this long section that you're going to have to, you fit it on there. There's only one way to fit it on there properly, okay? You get it in its right spot, and then there's a run of screws that you're going to screw in through the metal piece and into the plastic roof itself. And I apologize for all the grunting and groaning and creaking and cracking. But we're doing it. We are getting her done. So we're going to get all those screws put in there, and then it'll be time to get this puppy on top. Okay, here's the big part. I think this is probably the heaviest piece out of the whole set. And I got to be careful with all this stuff. But luckily, the specs say that the piece is 100 pounds fully complete. Okay, all done, all said and done. So I would say that roof is maybe 20 pounds at the most. And it clicks on top there, and then you have those special two pieces that make one in the back that go up into their special slot. So I go back in there and make sure they're in there, and then give it a good pull down. Make sure everything is tight and Kentucky. I'm getting stoked. I'm proud of this. We're getting there. Next come these little brackets. Are kind of like a little 90-degree bracket, and there's special spots on the wall where they get placed and screwed in, and then you screw it up into the roof. And that's kind of like the final step to getting the roof locked on there. And again, one of the harder points for me is getting my butt in there, because I'm 6'2", and this unit is about 6 feet tall, all assembled. But I get it in there. And after a few F-bombs in the nice quiet neighborhood air were dropped, it is time to do the final hardware and get the door handles put on. And again, very easy to figure out. As you can see there's only two places to put those screws. So you get them lined up as best as you can, and you get those little screws put through there. And there's two on each handle. And that's her. I'm going to test out the little slide and lock there on the door. Give her the old once over. Clickety click. And that there, look at that face. That is one happy Wowwy.
And there she is, folks. Look at that. What a beauty. I just love it. Now, the next question is, did Wowwy get the wood collection stash hoard in here successfully? But I ain't showing you that. Because the next video to come out is Operation Wood Stash. And you got to watch that to see what's inside that. I highly recommend the Suncast products. They make 10x10s. They make shorter ones, a little bit taller ones for the wall, all sorts. Go check them out. Really, really good product. Thanks for being here.